few months, if I'm not mistaken, or within a year. Then there were.
Yeah, 2023?
incidents.
What year are we talking about?
It will be from, let me say, 2019 to 2023. I won't be specific in terms of.
No, you were promoted to director in which year?
Director, it was 2019.
Okay.
2019.
All right, thank you. Thanks, Mr.
Thank you, Commissioner. And in that period, they reported to you, you say they were, I think, deployed within the communities to assist. Did I understand you correctly?
Yes, yes.
Can you just quickly summarize their functions? What were they expected to do?
They will liaise with our communities, community leaders, check the social issues, the challenges that is facing the city in terms of different challenges, drugs, domestic violence. Again, in terms of our protest around the city, they will be our ears and eyes before you deploy, or sometimes they will intervene, identify leaders, talk to sinners and say, these people, in fact, they've got general concerns. They want just to meet, they want to meet the ward councillor, or they want to take their issues to the office of the executive mayor, MMCs, or they want to talk to any senior within the city. Then ours is to make sure that you communicate and do that.
Would this be something comparable to the police forum in the context of SAPS, or not at all?
Commissioner, you understand policing. They work with community very close. To us, it's not community forum, it's community safety forum to municipalities. On daily basis, they work with those leaders. We call it CSF, Community Safety Forums. SAPS is CPF, with us it's CSF. But on daily basis, they work with those leaders, understanding the challenges and everything. Before you send your public order, your serious intervention unit, at least we understand the challenges that are facing. At EMPD, we have that unit. We are having that unit that is doing that, those responsibilities on daily basis.
Would I be correct then, based on your explanation to the chair, that they were not police officers in the strictest sense of the word?
No, these are police officers.
They are police officers?
Yes,
okay.
Then CSF is community leaders, those that are not police officers. Like your CPF, they are members of police that dedicate or that are tasked to work with CPF on daily basis, to take whatever concern and challenges, bring it to the management response, and go to communities.
Okay, maybe I didn't put my question as elegantly as I had hoped. Members of the CLU that began reporting to you in 2019, were those police officers?
Yes, police officers.
They were registered police officers?
Yes,
okay.
Trained Metro police officers.
Okay. Now, you annex a document there in support of what you state. You currently have it as Annexure JD 18, but based on our conversation earlier, it has to read 17. So if you could go to Annexure JD 17 in the file. Do you have it?
Yes, I do.
Can you help?
Sorry, Commissioner. Oh, you have a
I'm sweating.
tissue stuck on your forehead. Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's off. Thank you.
Now, this is the document you are putting forward in support of what you're saying about the CLUs, correct?
Yeah, yes. Why I put this document?
No, we'll come to the why. Can I just clarify something with you?
Yes.
I see it's actually an email from you to Zanele Katembo. I think that is, she was responsible for, she's a director within EMPD, right?
No, she's one of the HODs.
Yes, indeed.
She's the head
Okay.
at the
yes.
city manager's office.
Thanks for that.
She was the
reminder.
head.
Yeah. Now, the subject matter here is former CLUs. What interests me about this document is, and it's authored by you, that email. You say, and I quote, kindly receive the response from our side, from the so-called former SLU members. It is a group that had an agreement with the former chief to protect him. They had promises which doesn't include the city. They went to all political parties, media houses, until public protector. Memorandum with 7 ultimatum was submitted at my office last year. Now, what is interesting about this is the same unit you say was part of specialized services that you were the commander of from 2019, correct?
No, these are members of the public that worked with CLU, doing operational work, doing police work, as they claim, you see. And they were always at headquarters, I've said that before, that they were always at headquarters, you see, working operational, and they submitted a memorandum claiming that they want to be placed full-time now because they've been working. You see, I'm trying to clarify that I was not even aware about, I'm trying to respond to what Commissioner Revo Spies was saying, because they raised this through media and they raised this through the office of the city manager. Then our spokesperson of the city, Mr. Zweli Dlamini, had to get responses from us and say, there are these people, and I was trying to clarify that those people were working with those people. I'm not aware, and they were always reporting direct to that office, you see, because where our chief was there, they were always with our chief of police when he goes around the city or when he's doing operational work or when he visits, because we are required from senior position to go to operation, visit all the areas operational. They were always with them, you see. I and other seniors that I was working with were not aware about the daily work that they are doing. But I know that they will tell you that we are working there, what. And in their memorandum, that's what they were claiming.
Let me perhaps share with you where my challenge lies.
Yes.
You had just clarified, insofar as your paragraph 3 is concerned, that they were part of the structure, CLU, that they fell under specialized services, which you took command of in 2019, that they provided community services, liaising with communities regarding challenges faced by communities on matters such as drugs, domestic violence, protests. So technically, they were your eyes and ears on the ground. Yes. I think that's the phrase you use. And you confirm that these are police officers?
No, they are not.
Earlier, when I engaged with you about paragraph 3, you had said they are police officers.
No, this group that I'm talking to in this letter, CLU members, yes. They've got community leader, CLU, its members, CLU, community liaison officers or unit, they are metro police officers. Then there was this group that joined them in doing operational work. I'm talking about that group that is not employed by the city. It's except the CSF. CSF is a different structure. You see, there's this group that worked with them on daily basis. That's what they claimed when they submitted a memorandum to the office of the city manager, when one of my directors met with them.
Okay, sorry, my apologies.
Yeah, that we worked with EMPD every day.
Let's go to your paragraph 3 then at page 4, the last statement, without closing that annexure, if you can keep it open. You say, that's when I started giving instructions following the chain of command to the chief superintendents, and inspectors. See the attachment, and this is the attachment. So this attachment, as I understand it, unless I'm misreading it, confirms what you say in your paragraph 3 under community liaison unit, which inter alia includes the fact that they were members of the specialized unit.
Yeah, correct. CLU, it's members of the specialized unit. They are metro police officers.
Yes.
But there's this group that came in from communities and worked with them, you see, every day doing operational work and what, according to them. you see, and they were reporting direct and following the channel, assisting with other things. They ended up joining operational according to their memorandum to the city or what they presented to the public protector.
Okay,
Yes, but the public protector dismissed it.
yes.
Yes.
So you say that, so it's a specific group of people within CLU who you say had an agreement with the former chief of police, and I take it that's Chief Mapieya, is that? Or is that the previous chief?
It started with the previous chief. It's a certain group within communities who joined CLU police
Yes.
officers, yes.
And their job mainly was to protect the chief.
That's what they were claiming.
Yes,
They were
that's what you
protecting
say
chief,
here.
Yes.
And you conclude by saying we agreed with Dlamini. Who's Dlamini?
No, our spokesperson, when he was responding,
Okay,
yes, when he was responding to these media allegations or media, they wanted comments from the city that there's this group that is saying they were working, they want to be employed by the city, and they wanted our comments from our side. Do you know these people? Why didn't you employ them? And all other comments.
Okay.
Then I was responding to Zweli. His duty and responsibilities was to polish and make sure that he respond to all the media houses
okay.
as
So
per
this,
their questions.
this memorandum you reference here, you say memorandum with 7 ultimatum. Is that the group? Is that a group of 7? What does that phrase mean in Annexure 17?
Oh, I was supposed to say it's a memorandum
Yes?
which gave me 7 days ultimatum.
Oh, I see.
They gave me 7 days ultimatum.
you.
The first day where they wanted to meet me, they also gave me an
Okay.
ultimatum that you
Now
must
you're-
respond within 7 days.
I'm clarified. But did the memorandum specifically identify the people who are part of this group? Did the memorandum specifically identify these people? And it's on that basis that you conclude that they are not part of the
I didn't meet them personally, but I tasked one of the directors to meet with them and with that thing. Then he came to me and said, these people, they gave you 7 days, you see. But the city may have this because the public protector submitted it to the city or the former chief, not the former, the chief of police, Isaac Bambie, because the matter started with him. When he left, they came to me.
Okay, I don't think
I don't have a
understand,
copy.
So maybe, can I try
Yes.
again?
Let
Might
me
be
say-
able to help me. Let me try again, perhaps. You write about a group of CLU members, correct? And you say that this is a group that had an agreement with the former chief to protect him. They had promises which doesn't include the city.
Yes.
They went to all political parties, and then at paragraph 2 of that letter, you say, we agreed with Dlamini, you say that's the spokesperson,
Yes.
that we can't respond on something we were not a part of it, and our employer was not part. The city is having recruitment policies that every citizen must respect and follow. So I understand this particular group, you say, was not recruited by the city.
Can I
Yes,
just try
according
and
to-
help? As I understand it, Ms. Silla, the former CLU members referred to are in fact community members. They're not within the city. They're community members who then presented a memorandum which required a response, or which had an ultimatum
Yes.
to respond within 7 days. So they are not within the city. They're not employed by the city.
I accept that point, thanks, Commissioner Baloyi, and hence my question that the memorandum specifically identified these persons. That's why he could draw the conclusion that they are not EMPD members. So the memorandum will tell us who they were.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And these members were not part of the unit that you commandeered eventually?
Now, when I take over, they were no longer there.
They were not?
Yes.
Okay.
Why would you refer to, if this was about Chief Mapieya, which I hear you to be saying towards the last answer you gave, why would you refer to him as the former chief, if it is about him? Your email is on the 28th of January 2025. Why
No.
do you refer to him as former?
No, I talked to the former chief, Bafana Mahlabe, not Isaac Mapie.
So you're referring to Mr.
Yes,
Mahlabe, Commissioner
yes,
Mahlabe?
Yes.
Okay.
When Chief of Police took over with Deputy Chief Nzolo and then it was disbanded.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'm clarified. Thank you for that.
But before you move on,
Yes.
Commissioner, in the last sentence of this paragraph, you say you started giving instructions. Do you mean those instructions were to the chief superintendent, superintendents, and inspectors?
Let me summarize it. They were falling under my line of command. I was trying to
No,
say
I
that.
just
Yes.
the simple question.
Yes.
Did you give your instructions to those officers, the chief superintendent, superintendents, and inspectors? Or not?
No, to the commanders. But sometimes when you are on a parade, you give to everyone. They are part of that when you address the parade. But to give on daily basis, talk to their line of command.
And when you then refer us to Annexure 17, the annexure that Ms. Sidolo has been engaging you on, are you referring us to that annexure to show us the instruction you gave, or because you say I started giving instructions and then you say see the attachment annexure JD 17. So are you referring us to that annexure to show us the instruction?
Okay, I get you, Chair. No, Chair, yeah.
Because I've gone through it and I don't quite see the instruction.
No, Chair, yeah, I was trying to refer that the same matter, it's that those, or that team was disbanded.
Okay,
And we are
okay.
discussing about those issues, not to say, I understand what you are saying.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay. All right, thank you.
And thank you, Chair. Do you by any chance know how they came to be part of the CLU? Do you have any knowledge on that?
No, at that time I was in Public Water Policing Unit.
Okay.
Yes.
Now-
And CLU doesn't wear uniform. It's members of, they wear their civilian clothes. That time I was only commanding Public Water Unit, the unit that wears uniform on daily basis, strictly deals with crowd management.
Okay, thanks for that. I'm happy then to move to your next topic, which is operations outside the city at page 4, unless there is something else you would like to add on the community liaison unit.
Ms.
Yes, Chair.
Sillo, we thought because this is, of course, it has grown to a 7-pager now. It's no longer the 6-pager. We had thought we would be able to go through it all the way to the end.
Yes, Chair.
It seems to be going
Rather slow.
slowly, and I'm not blaming anybody about that. Should we perhaps not take the lunch adjournment now before you move to the next heading, operations outside the city?
I'm happy to, Chair. I'm in the commission's
Yes,
hands.
yes, all right. Let's adjourn and resume at 2:25.
Thank you, Chair.